They asked if I had had consensual sex, and
he touched you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
The way I do, but someone gotta feel the same. Yeah, on the right side. Yeah, this music here became my only lifeline. Think I'm going crazy, I'm not in my right mind. Yeah, welcome to my life, welcome to my life. Yeah.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Whammy. Welcome back to another video on the channel. As you can see by the title guys, we are doing episode 2 from Demi Lovato documentary. This is called 5 Minutes from Death, Dancing with the Devil. I did episode 1, like literally just did it. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. Go, is the eye right here or it'll be in the description down below. Go check that video and then come back to this one so you can be catched up with the documentary. The last episode almost made me cry guys, so I'm really enjoying this documentary so far. I'm going to keep on saying this. Hopefully Demi is doing okay. I do not want her to, you know, pass on, and I just hopefully she's doing well, okay? If y'all new to this channel, you will see daily content such as this, guys. All you gotta do is press the subscribe button, also press that bell so it'll notify you every single time I upload a video, guys. We're on the road to 3K subscribers, and I need your help to get there, guys. So if you want to be the part of the family, all you gotta do is press the subscribe button. Lastly, follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm more active on Instagram, but I need more followers, guys, on Twitter. And also, I am new on TikTok, guys, so go follow me there on TikTok at Whammy Ham. Without further ado, guys, enough talking. Let's dive into today's episode 2. Let's get it. This episode contains content suffering addiction and sexual abuse, which may trigger for some. If you and someone know if there's a need for support, why do I read this like this? There are places you can go for help. See the description below for resources. YouTube originals. Like Netflix originals? So what y'all trying to do?
The morning of the overdose, Demi had really wanted to make this doctor's appointment. So I got over there extra early to wake her up for it. Her door was closed.
it was my mom, me, and Madison upstairs in my mom's room. And I looked down at my phone and I saw that everybody in the world
I got a nice house.
The first thing I got was a text from a mutual friend saying, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, huh?
I'm so sorry. I heard about Demi. I'm praying for your family.
Like, I'm really
y'all
praying
got
for
Texas?
Demi.
Y'all didn't get like
my prayers.
I was
phone call?
so confused. I thought maybe she'd been in a car accident. I had no idea.
I get a call from our tour manager. Demi's in the hospital. And I'm like, shut up. And this guy is known for joking around.
I started getting a flood of texts saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I was like, sorry about what? Like, what is happening? And then Max calls, her security.
So before I could get to try to find out on my phone what had happened, I got a call from her assistant.
I heard my mom pick up the phone. It was something in her voice that told me something really, really bad just happened and I should probably get my clothes on because we need to leave.
She said, Demi overdosed. And I said, is she okay?
When I heard her on the phone being like, okay, all right, but is she okay? Is she alive? Is Demi alive?
And she said, she's breathing. We're at the hospital, but she's not talking.
She had texted me the night before and she said, can you go out to this like show with us or something? And I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't. I have to fly to New York tomorrow. So the next day I fly to New York and the plane lands and everyone turns on their phone. People are gasping in the plane. It was so surreal.
Bro, she looked just like her.
And I'm looking at everyone's phone and it says Demi Lovato overdose.
I got a hold of Diana and She told me what had happened, but was like, oh, she's okay. It's going to be okay. She's all right now. You just need to get on the plane and come. But later that day, I talked to her security, and he told me the truth. And that the next 24 hours are going to be tough. We'll know if she's going to make it within the next 24 hours. And I said, what do you mean if she's going to make it?
Right. Like, what are you talking about?
We don't know. This next 24 hours is important.
I was just devastated, and I didn't understand what was going on.
I'm so confused. What are you talking about? I was just with her.
Her oxygen levels, when she came to the hospital, they were dangerously low.
They already got the doctors in the interviews, like.
And they were trending down. In age, we expect it to be closer to 100%. Thymus brain is what.
Hold on, you want that to be 100%? What was the percentage?
What are you talking about? I was just with her.
Her oxygen levels, when she came to the hospital, they were dangerously low. And they were trending down. They were 70%. Some of her health and age, we expect it to be closer to 100%.
Okay,
Thymus
70.
brain is what we like to say, and the longer you go with the brain being starved of essential nutrients, the longer it's injured, the more difficult is the recovery.
It was like a horror movie.
Wow, y'all.
They put her in ICU. She had a tube in her neck that was taking her blood into a machine, cleaning it, and then putting it back into her neck.
Mm-hmm.
And as a parent, you're watching all of her blood come out of her body into a machine and come back. Mm-hmm. I asked the doctor, I said, what happens if she pulls out that tube in the middle of the night or when we're not watching her? And he actually kind of laughed and he said, that tube's not coming out, it's sewn into her neck.
Sewn in her neck.
I actually don't think people realize how bad it actually was. I had 3 strokes. I had a heart attack. I suffered brain damage from the strokes. I can't drive anymore. And I have blind spots in my vision. So sometimes when I go to like pour a glass of water, I'll like totally
drive
miss the
no
cup
more. You can't do nothing no more.
I can't see it anymore. Like
you lost your vision.
I also had pneumonia because I asphyxiated, and multiple organ failure.
She asked me 2 or 3 times what happened. And I said, Demi, you're in the hospital and you overdosed. And she just sat there and said, like she was really upset with herself.
I am not saying that I have not used needles, but that night I wasn't injecting it, I was smoking it. Which is another reason why I was so shocked when I woke up in the hospital, because I was like, no, I'm not injecting it. I can't overdose on it. At the end of the day, if you do too much of anything, it's going to kill you.
Yes.
I was like, all right, I need to get help. I did ask, is it out there? You know, like my mom was like, yeah, it's out there. Everyone knows. A lot of people are worried. A lot of people are concerned, and a lot of people love you. And that's all you need to worry about right now.
Look at the headlines, y'all. Look at the headlines. Katy Perry, hold up. Hold up, we got some people in here.
That's all you need to worry about right now.
OMG, what to Demi Lovato. Katy Perry said, love and strength to you, Demi Lovato. We all here for you, baby girl. Ariana said, I love you. Bruno Mars said, sending love and prayers. Lady Gaga, dang, with a long message. I'm gonna read it. We all should oh my gosh. We should all wrap our arms full of love. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it no more.
Typically when we hear about...
I see Shawn Mendes or Ellen DeGeneres. Hold on. Becky G. BB. Zendaya. Nick Jonas. I see y'all.
Drug-related ingestions, you know, they come to us too late.
I'm really lucky to be alive.
I can read. I just get nervous reading to y'all. That's what it is. I get nervous reading to y'all. Y'all just there looking at me. Why y'all staring at me for?
The doctors said that like I had 5 to 10 more minutes. And had my assistant not come in, I wouldn't be here today.
I have to give thanks to the doctors that took care of her, and she has several. One was working on her brain, one was working on her kidneys, one was working on her eyes, and so they were trying to figure out a lot in that first 24 hours.
What the dialysis does in this case is it removes the toxins and the fluid accumulation and prevents the brain from swelling and becoming more injured.
They came to me and said we can either go to the neck or we can go in down here.
I remember them trying to sew it into my groin, and it was so painful, even on whatever drugs I was on.
They gave the 2 options, and I said, please try this part first, for obvious reasons. Then he came back to me and said, we just can't. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
He put her on that machine to clean her blood immediately, and it just, I think that's what saved her life.
I actually had to schedule another meeting. It was so blurry for me. I wanted to go back and really understand the full magnitude of what had happened.
The first moment that I saw Demi in the hospital, when she first opened her eyes, she looked at me, I grabbed her hand and I said, I'm here and I love you, just to let her know I had gotten to the hospital. And she looked me dead in the eye and she said, who is that?
I would have been like, it's your sister. It's your sister. Mom, I can't do this. I would have been like that. No, for real though, like, that's disrespectful. You don't know who I am?
I had gotten to the hospital and she looked me dead in the eye and she said, who is that? Which is something you never want to hear your sister say.
That is by far the worst moment of my life, was when she woke up and she was like, I can't see anything. And we all kind of looked at the nurses and the doctors were like, what? Like, what do you mean? What does she mean? What do you mean she can't see anything?
I was legally blind when I woke up, and my little sister was at my bedside, and I was so blind that I couldn't see who she was, even though she was standing next to me. And I asked her, I was like, who are you? And she just started sobbing because she thought from then on I was not going to be able to see.
The areas of her brain that were initially affected were the vision centers in the back of the brain. The idea was to mitigate the damage and to provide the best opportunity for recovery.
The first time you got sober, I think it was in response to the fact that your parents told you you couldn't see your sister Madison. And then to bring it full circle, you couldn't see your sister in a literal sense.
I know that's not what they literally meant. I know they meant it metaphorically, but it's really ironic and in a weird way poetic that it ended up happening like that and me not actually seeing her.
To be honest, when I found out that Demi wanting to be able to see me and keep a relationship with me was one of the reasons she went to treatment, I didn't believe it. That a sister relationship like that could stand in the way of Demi and her addictions, even if for a moment.
Y'all haven't had a close relationship?
God has a twisted sense of humor sometimes.
I think people can understand picking up a joint. What gets harder for people to understand is the harder drugs. How does that even happen? How do you even do something like that?
So my cocktail before I got sober was Coke and Xanax. together. It was an upper and a downer, and I loved the combination. Once I relapsed, the floodgates were open. Within a couple weeks, I called a drug dealer and I was like, do you have coke and Xanax? And he said no, but I have crack and heroin. And I was like, I've always wanted to try it.
So it might be hard for people to understand.
The thought of like, I always wanted to try it, knowing the outcomes.
But when people relapse, and this is, you know, pretty much the case always, is that people will not, they won't even return to where they last used. They will return to a much harsher bottom.
I knew that what I had been looking for, I hadn't found yet. But what I had been looking for was not in the form of a drug. It was the spiritual growth that I've had over the past, I even want to say like 7 months. That spiritual growth is what I was looking for.
Someone who doesn't want to help themselves. I mean, you can cut them off, you can threaten, you can offer help as many times as you like. And I think that was something we struggled with for a while, which is how far do we push? How much can you pull away from someone because of their addiction until you just become an asshole?
It wasn't fair, actually, to everyone that was around me during that time, because when I did end up in the hospital, they were kind of thrown for a loop too, of like, whoa, what the have you been doing? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And
like the full story comes out.
My fault. That was me manipulating the people around me and making sure they never found out.
When she decided to not be sober anymore, I never had been in an experience with her where it was bizarre or out of control. To the point where I was like, this is not going to be good. This is not going to turn out well. And I think that's where we all were being.
Now everyone, I feel like now everyone's on edge now, working with you now. It's like, are you good today? You good? You fine? Okay, let's tell you what we're going to do today now. Like, that's how I feel what they are now.
My birthday wasn't crazy. It was my closest friends. My mother was in town. Demi security was there, her bodyguard. And I said, you know, let's just all hang out. So it was about midnight, 12:30. A couple people went home and she was like, let's go back to my house. We came home to her place. She offered us LaCroix. In my head, I'm like, that's cool. And it made me feel comfortable. We danced on the roof and this and that. And we just started to get tired. And I'm like, all right, I'm going home. Love you. She goes, stay over. You and everyone just stay over. And I'm like, girl, I gotta go home. I have dogs. My mother's there. I gotta go home. No, please stay over. I'm like, let's go hiking in the morning. You know, we're all fine. It's early enough. Let's go hiking in the morning. I'll call you in the morning. Great, awesome, love that. And when I was leaving the house, she was like waving. I just like felt a little odd. I was just like, wow, like that was a really nice night. Why do I feel like I should have stayed? And we were halfway away from the house and we pulled over. And I look at my friend Janelle and I said, do you feel weird? And she's like, I feel weird. Should we have stayed? And I'm like, no. She's a grown-up girl. In my head, I'm like, what is she gonna do? She's gonna go to bed. Like, no, she's fine.
I said I was going to bed, but the reality was I had called my dealer over. What people don't realize about that night for me is I didn't just overdose. I also was taken advantage of.
You're talking about
I'd not heard of him before. That was a part of her life that she had kept at least hidden from me. So if she's drinking again and using again, someone has to be supplying this stuff. She has to be getting it from somebody. I found out later, of course, that wasn't the first time that he had come over or supplied her.
What do you mean he took advantage of?
But she had drunkenly hit him up that night.
He had given her drugs. He told her some different iteration of what they were.
Because he laced it. He gave her something different, right?
I think he mentioned it was laced with fentanyl.
Right! You can't trust no one. You can't even trust your dealer, bro. Bro, you can't trust no one out here, man.
He gave me
what I assume now to be fentanyl by giving me aftermarket pills.
And on top of that, he also ended up getting her really high and leaving her for dead.
I've had my fair share of sexual trauma.
Bro, he was trying to kill you. His intentions was trying to kill you. This is a crazy story.
Childhood, teenage years, and when they found me, I was naked. I was blue. I was literally left for dead after he took advantage of me. And when I woke up in the hospital, they asked if I had had consensual sex. And
he touched you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. He touched you, bro? He was so high that he... Oh my god. That's what you meant by sexual content or whatever in the beginning of the video. A boost. You freaking touch you, bro.
When they found me, I was naked. I was blue. I was literally left for dead.
He got you so high that he touched you, bro. That he really like...
After he took advantage of me. And
like he went along with it?
They asked if I had had consensual sex. And there was one flash that I had of him on top of me.
He had sex with you. He had sex with you. I'm gonna get me a flight to LA, find the dealer. You know what I'm saying? I never did drugs in my life, but I'm gonna kill him up. I'm gonna slap the freaking head off of him, man. I'm taking him to jail. Oh my gosh, he touched you, bro. I don't like him. I don't like him. I never met the guy. I don't like him at all.
Flash, and I said yes. It actually wasn't until maybe a month after my overdose that I realized, hey, you weren't in any state of mind to make a consensual decision. That kind of trauma doesn't go away overnight. And it doesn't go away in the first few months.
Right, you wasn't in the right mind,
that's
like
something that sticks
yeah,
with
sure.
me for a while after, because all of the daddy issues that I'd had growing up, now I was literally discarded and abandoned. That amplified all of my dad's.
Hold up. Is that him leaving the house?
Daddy issues that I'd had growing up, now I was literally discarded and abandoned.
Around 8 o'clock.
That
he's leaving your crib. 8 in the morning. That means he woke up, seen you, probably moved you a little bit. You wasn't responding and dipped off.
Amplified all of my dad's stuff. I've realized a lot of my past traumas came to a head that night, but at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my life choices and hold only myself accountable. And the last 2 years have been about me doing the work to identify and confront those traumas so I can be my best self and truly be happy.
It's not very common that you'd see someone with a drug-related overdose with this degree of multi-organ failure that would come out of it relatively unscathed and do as well as she has.
It's a blessing, man.
It's like a nice reminder that it wasn't my time, you know, that there was more life to be lived.
When she turned 28 this past year, it is pretty morbid, but we kind of were like, you made it to 28. Yes, you survived the 27 club. In a way, it's like
funny.
Probably a subconscious self-fulfilled prophecy. But what's different is she lived through it, is that she survived it. She was where her father was, but she got through it.
Right. I like the drawings on this. She wasn't wearing no glasses. You are not alone. Guys, please, 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 please reach out for that number if you haven't any doubts of anything. Please reach out. Sorry if y'all see me get a little upset at the end of the video, y'all. I got really mad about consent. You have to have consent before you do anything. You know what I'm saying? Please, please, please say you sure, you sure. You know what I'm saying? Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. I really feel like he had a motive. His motive was to get her high. You know what I'm saying? So she won't, you know, remember stuff. Laced it and did what he had to do. And that nigga tipped at 11 o'clock. Did he did drugs? That's the question. Did he did drugs? Y'all had it on camera. Why y'all didn't use the facial recognition and find this guy and put him in jail? I like this episode. I think there's a third one coming up this week. I will be on it. I will be reacting to it. Guys, let me know down in the comments how you felt about this episode. I really want to hear your thoughts. If y'all new to this channel, you want to see daily content such as this, guys, all you gotta do is press subscribe and also press that bell so notify you every single time I upload a video. We on the road to 3K subscribers and I need your help. I need your help. If you want to be a part of the family, all you gotta do is press that subscribe button. Lastly, guys, follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm more active on Instagram, but I need more followers, guys, on Twitter. Yes, and I am new on TikTok. So go follow me there at Whammy Ham. I will see you guys in the next episode, the next video. I love y'all. Hope Demi Lovato is doing great. All my love and blessings go out to you. I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Whammy Ham is out. Peace.
For all I had and all I've done this year, everything I've said and all I've ever did.